Meanwhile, for the very first time, China has publicly accepted the low efficacy rate of its COVID-19 vaccines. Enough, China is considering mixing different COVID-19 vaccines to improve the low efficacy. Now, citing Zhao Fu, the head of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the Chinese media has reported that the Chinese authorities will now have to consider ways to solve the issue that efficacy rates of the existing vaccines in China are not very high. Now, Zhao further added that an option to overcome the efficacy issue is to alternate the use of the vaccine doses that tap different technologies. This option is being studied by health experts outside of China as well. Now, urging for further development of vaccines, Zhao has said that experts should not ignore the mRNA vaccines just because there are already several coronavirus jabs in the country. This is China is forging ahead in its mass vaccination campaign and is also exporting the Chinese-made jabs around the world. Now, currently, none of China's conditionally approved jabs for the market are mRNA vaccines. The approved Chinese vaccines are using the same technology as was used by the US pharma giant Pfizer and the German startup BioNTech as well as Moderna. Now, China has 4 conditionally approved vaccines with published efficacy rates behind Pfizer BioNTech and Moderna jabs, which claim to have efficacy rates of 95% and 94% respectively. Previously, China's Sinovac had claimed the trials in Brazil had shown well over 50% efficacy in preventing infection and 80% efficacy in preventing cases that require medical intervention and hospitalization. The Sinopharm's vaccines have an efficacy rate of about 79.34% and about 72.51% respectively, while the overall efficacy for CanSino's stands at about 65% after 28 days. China aims to fully inoculate about 40% of its 1.4 billion population by the end of June, while it has also set a target of vaccinating nearly about 70% to 80% of its population between the end of this year and the middle of 2022. It has also administered nearly about 161 million doses since vaccinations began last year. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.